Hello, class. Welcome to one more week. This is module two, and I am very happy that you were able to make week one. I know week one sometimes it can be a very tough one because you're trying to settle down, you're trying to figure it out how to do things, you're trying to understand the course, the module, the things that you got to get done. And I want to congratulate each one of you for your hard work this week. And hey, you need to continue pushing forward because I know we still have 7 more weeks to go, and it can, it might look like it's kind of like a long time, but trust me, it go fast very quickly. So keep pressing down and do not forget why you're here for. So in this week too, I'm just gonna go over the module and the things that we're gonna be looking for, the things that you have to do. And another thing is to remind you always continue looking into the rubrics elements and make sure that everything that you're doing is based on the rubrics, okay? Because even though I can see your work and I like it and is good, the things are running. If it doesn't meet the rubrics, then you might have, you might lose some point. And I don't want you to lose any point, okay? So let's jump into module or week two, and let's see the thing that you're gonna be looking this particular week. As you know, in this week you're gonna be learning the functional difference between data structures. So it is important that you know how the data is put together. So when we are developing an application, when we are developing a program, we not only we don't just start writing our program just because. There's a process for that, right? We want to know what is the best way to do what we want to do, in not only in the moment but in the long run. Because if change needs to be done, I don't want to kind of start from zero. All right. So I want to see if what I'm doing now can be changed, right? If I can make some integration, if I can make some changes to my program, how hard, how difficult, how easy can I do that? All right, especially with the AI now innovation and especially technology changes so quickly, it's good to know what is the best data structure that I can use for the program. Not every data structure works for the program that you are running, for the application that you are writing. Not everyone. This is why this module 2 is key. Okay, so week number 2, learning objectives. So describe the functional differences between data structure. You're gonna be describing what the different data structures are, how do they work, and what the difference, so what the pros and cons. So these are the things that you're going to be learning. So a little bit of description of the data structure there that you can read that and learn it. But this is where I want to emphasize. So you're going to be reviewing the resources that I'm going to be providing through the week that you already have in the class. Okay. Also, don't forget your discussion. You provide your discussion, you need at least minimum two for your peers to know, so that that you can provide feedback to them. Also do your zbooks assignments. That way is more practical. Some of you, and I noticed in the class already, I have a lot of people here that have tons of experience in computer science. They have a lot of industry experience. That is awesome. Congratulations. We need people like you. So for all of you that might not have like a strong experience in programming, if you have any question, please put them in the general discussion, because what is going to happen is I'm going to be able to see it, but your classmates are going to be able to see it. And please contribute. If you did an assignment and somebody's asking a question, share the knowledge. And if you want me to know about it, okay, you can put me there. Okay, you can let me know. Hey, professor, I helped this particular individual, etc. You know, um, it is good to share the knowledge, and this is the way you can do that. But post your question in the general question so that way somebody else can see it, but the response that I provide or your classmate will provide will benefit the entire class. So I believe in knowledge sharing. Okay. Don't forget to complete the assignment for module 2, and as I mentioned before, to respond to your peers. Okay, let's go back into this. So, searching and sorting data. Searching and sorting data. This is very important to know how to search the data and sort it. Which order we're going to sort the data? How am I going to move the data around? How many items do I have? If I have this list or this array, how am I going to structure that. So this is what you're gonna learn about it. So it's good that you pay attention to the reading and that you do the assignment because that's the way you're gonna learn. There are some videos that we provided as well. I would like you to check the video. If this is too, too advanced for you, make sure you go back to the basic. Some of you probably already are doing this, already have done this. That is fine. Just utilize the material that we have. But remember to know how to do this. Selection sorting, insertion sort, choosing the right data structure. It is important to know the difference between what is selection sort, insertion sort. We use all of that in data structure. We use all of that when we are doing developing applications. We do all of that when in software development. We do all of this all day, all time. This is the discussion that we have. I'm not going over that because you're gonna have it. I'm trying to do this as fast as I can because of the time as well. Discussion rubric. If I go to the rubric, I'm gonna just show this for the first time. You go to discussion rubric, it's gonna tell you everything that you need to do here, and then the things that I am gonna be evaluating. Please pay full attention to this. It is it is basically telling you the area that I'm gonna be looking for, and I'm gonna be evaluating your project based on this. Okay. So make sure that you do this and make sure that you're getting your assignment done. Let me see if I have something else to show you. This is the zip book that you should already have it. I'm not gonna go over that. If you have any problem with zip book, reach out to me. Reach out to our IT department. The assignment, the vector sorting, and this is the guidelines and the rubrics. I'm gonna open it up for you in case you might be confused with what I'm talking about. The rubrics, okay? Now, I'm gonna provide you some information. There's some information here that needs to be updated. Unfortunately, the update that I have provided hasn't been committed yet. Basically, I provided some update for this program for this class, and it hasn't been done yet. The change hasn't been done. But I'm gonna provide you what needs to be done here because you're gonna have some error messages coming out when you run the program because the bits cannot load, etc. You cannot see the amount of bits. I will provide you the specific information you need for these errors to be gone and get the job done. All right. So make sure that you do this. Make sure that you follow step by step all of this. And for this assignment, make sure you don't get confused with what I'm looking for. Some of you get confused and don't complete the assignment as expected. Go over the assignment and what am I asking you to do. Okay? If you have questions, just send me an email or you can put them in the general inquiry because that's the way I can help you. I can help the entire class. Okay? All the instructions are here. By today, by this week, you should have already your system set up. Your system, when I say your system, your Eclipse should be already up and running, or a portal should be up and running. So I'm gonna provide you all these videos. I'm gonna provide you all the materials required for you to get this job and get everything done. Okay, so it should be easy and something simple to do. So this is an example of how you're gonna be providing the information, like how the display should be showing, the thing that it should be done. When you choose one, the thing that it should be presented. When you choose three, what is the output that I am looking for? Everything's gonna be there. Okay, so make sure that you follow the information as the way it's supposed to go. Another thing that is key, you should know how to write a pseudocode or a flowchart. By this class, this is a 300 level course. You should know what the meaning of a pseudocode is and a flowchart. A simple pseudocode is basically like a simple text language of what your code is supposed to be and how it works. I want you to do some research if you don't know very well all of this. I am on the assumption that you know the key parts of a pseudocode and also what needs to be like embedded into your program. Flowchart basically is the graphical version of your code. Okay, pseudocode is the text version. Flowchart is the graphical version. You can give me either or. It just needs to make sense because I'm gonna run it. I'm gonna run your code, and your pseudocode must match what you are submitting. Okay, annotations and documentation. One thing I want to tell you is the code reflection. the code reflection. Some people asked me before, hey, why they don't call it something different? In the industry, we call it this, we call it that. Well, this is the name that the cool has. This is the name that we use, code reflection. Basically, it is, you know, a the meaning of the program. What are you doing? What is this? What is this about? It's an explanation of your program and what are the intentions of that. If you actually face any roadblocks, how do you fix it? Okay. um Annotation, and I'm gonna say annotation, this is like, please add comments to your code. Don't give me just this a bunch line of code, I mean of comments that I might have no idea, and then leave your program empty. Write the code aligning, your comments aligning with the code, so that I can read the code, and I see the comment of what it's supposed to do. Okay. That's what I'm expecting, and make sure that every line of code actually works, because if one fail, the other ones are going to fail. The way this class is designed is all of these modules are reusable, but also they are interconnected. They must work in order for your program to work completely, and then submit your assignment. Okay. That's basically what we're going to do this week, and as I said, I'm going to be reviewing your code reflection, or your program um, reflection, if you want to call that. I'm gonna review your pseudocode and your flowchart. I'm gonna see if your code is running fine, if the algorithm is running fine. What I mean is the code runs the way it's supposed to be done, if the data structure is correct, if you have any comments or not, if your comment makes sense with your program, and if you actually if your code was, if you use more other modules through the code, your program. Okay. um Readability, you know, are the syntax correct? you know, are you using the proper syntax for this? How is this, the spacing, white space, all of this stuff that we go through when we are writing a program, and we're doing like a software test, making sure there's not an error because you forgot to put a comma, or or close the bracket, things like that. So basically, that's all we're gonna look into. I'm not gonna go more into the entire module two, because this is the end of module two right now. So I wish you good luck in module two, and continue doing a great job. Um, and if you have any questions, just reach out. So thank you very much. Have a good one.